as I'm walking down the steps, this girl is being carried out on a stretcher.
See, girl, I want you back, but yeah, I know why. And I'm so glad you're back around. Say so, baby. See, now I want you back, but girl.
So before we get into this video, a disclaimer. I am not a medical provider. I do not have my MD. I'm not a doctor. By all means, I just have my degree in public health, but I am not a medical provider. Please, if you decide to get the vaccine, talk to your provider and see what best options are for you. Thank you. What's good, YouTube? It's me, TheJasmineLopes, and I'm here again with another video. I still cannot believe that I'm saying this. I still cannot believe that I'm actually even doing a YouTube video. But we're going to just get right into it. Welcome, everybody. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I'm so glad you clicked on this video. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this video. Those of you who are not new, thank you for coming back and supporting your girl. I'm just so grateful. So yes, welcome, y'all. Today is going to be a lunchtime chat with Jazz. I don't know if I might re-record this video, but if not, this will be the video. But yeah, lunchtime chat. I actually want to start incorporating these. I eat my lunch in my car. I feel like one of those kids that has no friends and eats lunch at the lunch table in the far back corner by themselves. Anyway, okay, so lunchtime chat with Jazz. Okay, so this video, I am going to talk about my experience getting the vaccine. So far, I've had one dose. I'm getting my second dose actually on Friday. Today is Monday. What is it? The 25th of January. This video is actually going to be posted way after, but anyways, to the story. So I got the vaccine. I am a public health worker. I work for a local health department, and our focus is on. So the reason why I really wanted to share my story with you all is really because I don't see a lot of people like me. What I mean is I don't see a lot of black people, specifically even black women, talking about their experience with. I do have some friends that I follow on social media who have gotten the vaccine. Shout out to y'all. But yes, I wanted to share my experience. Since this is lunchtime, I'm going to be eating my lunch and chatting. I have to figure out where am I going to place this phone. All right, that works. So yes, lunch, I am having Subway, a salad. It doesn't look that good. They really just be chopping up the salads. It's something literally I could have made by myself. But anyways, lunchtime chat with Jazz, talking about vaccine and her first experience. I'm talking in third person. I'll be talking about my first dose experience, as well as why I decided to get the vaccine, the things I know. Please, disclaimer, I am not a medical provider. I do not have a doctorate, a MD. I don't have any of that. I have an MPH, a master's in public health. So I can just talk about my experience. By all means, please do your own research. Please, whenever anything health is related, please do your own research because everybody is different. Everybody's reaction is different. So my experience is not going to be the same as someone else's. I can just share with you all what I know, what I've experienced, if that helps you any. So, lunchtime chat with Jazz. Vaccine. All right, first, let me just tell y'all I'm going to tell y'all in detail what happened that day. Then I'll share with you all my my symptoms that I experienced. So that day, I got my vaccine on January 2nd. I believe that was a Saturday. First things first. Y'all, I am terrified. Let me just tell y'all about myself. I am terrified of needles. Some people might say, like, how are you terrified of needles and you have tattoos? Getting a tattoo and getting stabbed, that's how I describe a shot. Getting stabbed with a needle are two different things, y'all. Two different things. But anyway, I am terrified of needles. And so I have my little stress ball. And I told the nurse from the beginning, like, ma'am, I'm scared of needles. I'm scared. Please do not let me see the needle. I don't want to see any of it. Like, none of it at all. So the nurse in charge, the nurse who was like the supervisor over the other nurses administrating the vaccines, she was really nice. She talked me through the whole thing. Tell me why. The lady counted 1, 2, 3. I felt her touch me. And then she was like, all right, we're all done. I did not feel the needle whatsoever. Like, I felt her touch me. I didn't even feel the needle touch me. And I'm not even exaggerating. For someone who is terrified of needles, like, I did not feel it at all. Let me eat because I'm talking, not eating, and my lunch break is over at 1:30. So, I don't know if that nurse had magic fingers. I don't know if the vaccine, the needle was just that small. I didn't feel it. I've gotten flu shots. I felt the needle. I felt the vaccine, like the actual stuff. I felt it go into my arm. Like, I felt all of that. This vaccine, I felt nothing. So that's the first thing that I'll say is, at least for me, my experience getting the first dose of the vaccine, I felt absolutely nothing. Like, for a second, I had to double check to ask her, like, did she give me the vaccine? Because, like, I don't want you scamming me out here. But she did. She gave me the vaccine. Like, I didn't feel nothing. That's first things first. All right. Now, after you get the vaccine, you go and you move to another section. This section, you walk down the steps, and they have, like, a waiting area. Again, we were over 6 feet apart, honestly. Sectioned off to ensure we were social distancing. The entire time I had my mask on, everyone had their mask on as well. Y'all, as I'm walking down the steps, this is where I started to regret. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. But I started to have some self-doubt within me about getting the vaccine. As I'm walking down the steps, this girl is being carried out on a stretcher. I kid y'all not. Like, literally, I'm walking down the steps, right? And you see this girl in the stretcher. She's looking real faint. She looks pale. And she's being carried out, rushed out with the paramedics on a stretcher out of the building. Y'all, for a second, I was like, what in the world did I just do to myself? Like, I was so scared. I was like, are people passing out? Like, mind you, I've done my research. I know everybody's symptoms are different, but I was scared, y'all. Your girl was shook. I wanted to turn back around. I wanted to tell them, take this out of me. Like, I don't know what you can do to take it out, but I don't want it no more. I don't want it. And I was a little nervous, so they directed me to where to sit for my 15 minutes. But I don't know what was going on with that girl, because them 15 minutes went by. I was chit-chatting it up with my mom, my auntie. I talked to a few other people on the phone, and I ain't feel nothing. I had no adverse reactions, like nothing. Your girl was straight. Like, nothing was wrong with me. So I felt a little better. I was like, all right. It was just a girl. Like, y'all, I'm trying to eat healthy, but I had to get a chai tea latte from Starbucks. I needed something warm. It's cold outside. But anyways, back to the story. Nothing was wrong with me. I was fine. I left out the building, felt normal, felt like nothing had happened. Like, I was still convinced a little bit that maybe I didn't get the shot because I didn't feel nothing. So, needless to say, that day, getting that vaccine, no symptoms, no, like, nothing. I was straight. Your girl was fine. Like, we didn't feel anything. So I was like, okay, let me see how I feel. But I was good. Nothing was wrong with me. I was fine. So I know after talking to a few people, like I know my aunt got the vaccine. I have some friends who are nurses, other healthcare providers. I've talked to them. They've told me their experiences. So things to look out for, blah, blah, blah. So the first 24 hours of the vaccine, nothing was wrong with me. No soreness at the site. I would touch the little area, like I know it was like back here somewhere, and I was touching the area, like there was no soreness, no swelling, nothing. Like all of those like things they told me to keep an eye out for, like I was good. Nothing was wrong. So the next day happened. And the next day was the 3rd. That morning, again, I am straight, good, like, nothing going on. I'm good. Then about 10 p.m., 5 p.m. Was it 5 p.m.? About 5 p.m., your girl was a little bit sore. Like, it was, I want to compare it to, and then everyone's pain tolerance is also a lot different, but I would compare it to a bruise, and like, you know, your bruise doesn't hurt like you've ever had like a bruise where somebody like, oh, you hit your arm and you didn't realize, but then once you realize you got the bruise and you start touching, it's like, it's a little sore, but like I'm good. That's how the my site was where I received the vaccine. There was no bruise, there was nothing there, but like when I touch it, I knew like, okay, oh, this is where she put the vaccine or administered the vaccine on my arm. Like, okay, that's where it's at. So that was like around 5 p.m. I started feeling that. Later that day, maybe around 10 p.m., I was really feeling sore, like, and I got mine actually on my right arm. And I'm happy I did that because it's the arm, my dominant arm. So, like, I'm moving it around. I'm not, like, babying it or anything. So, when I got it, so around 10 p.m., it was feeling sore. Like, I lift my arm up. My arm hurt. Not my entire arm, but, like, that area, it would hurt. Like, I was like, okay, I got the vaccine. All right. She wasn't lying. She didn't lie to me. I got it. And so it was sore. That's really where like majority of my discomfort was, and it was more like of a discomfort than like hurting. And the reason why I say it was discomfort because it was just like an annoying pain. It was a pain that, like, if I'm sleeping on my right side, like, I would feel it and I would have to, like, adjust how I'm sleeping just to be comfortable. But other than that, it was, like, nothing too crazy. The next day came, the pain was gone, and I was back to my regular self again. Nothing else was too crazy or out the ordinary. One thing I will say, and I do think this was a mixture of still getting back to a workflow. And the reason why I say that is like during the holiday, I had some days off. So a mixture of the workflow and the vaccine, I was extremely tired. I had fatigue, y'all. Like to the point where I would be at work, like I would have to get up, walk around just to wake myself up. I was tired. So I definitely think that part of that was, again, because I was getting back to the workflow. But also, I do think that maybe the vaccine contributed to me feeling fatigued. And I didn't really notice how tired I was, honestly, until maybe midweek, like on Wednesday. And I was just thinking back to, like, why am I so, like, I'm usually, like, I'm always tired. Like, I'm somebody who's, like, always tired. I always need, like, a little nap, like, to pick me back up, like a pick-me-up nap. But this was, like, out of the ordinary tired. Like, I was struggling to get up in the morning. It was rough. And so I do think the fatigue and the soreness on the site were, like, my only two symptoms. But other than that, I've been fine. And yeah, I get my next vaccine on Friday. So I know a lot of people are hesitant about getting the vaccine. I get it. I understand why people are hesitant. The reasoning behind it, wholeheartedly. Especially as a Black person when it comes to vaccines. And I understand that wholeheartedly. For me personally, the reason I got the vaccine, one, yes, I was terrified. Even up to the night before, I was second guessing if I should get the vaccine. Like, people were sending me articles about these different people getting the vaccine and getting, I can't remember what the term, but, like, half their faces, like, paralyzed, like paralysis in, like, one side of the face, and stuff like that. I was second guessing myself. It really came down to this. Multiple different things. For one, I am grateful to be in a position where my job has offered the opportunity for me to get the vaccine. And because I know right now not everyone can get the vaccine, that was one thing that encouraged me to want to get the vaccine. The second thing is I have to go out into I don't work with patients, but I do work in an office, and people, we work in an office. People are definitely social distance. Like, I don't have any problem with that. But the fact that I have to be around people, I wanted to get the vaccine. Number 3, the third reason why I wanted to get the vaccine was because I realized as I go into work every day and sit behind the desk, I start to get, like, a little paranoid. And so I figured me getting the vaccine will lessen that paranoia. Is that a word? Yeah, will lessen the paranoia, would lessen how paranoid I am about contracting. Awesome. I know one is way too many, but I know people, or know of people and know people who have been diagnosed with and have passed away from. And because of that, I feel like and this is so cliche to say, but I feel like as a public health professional, I have more of a responsibility to not only protect myself, but my loved ones around me. And getting the vaccine ensures that at least I know I do everything I need to do to ensure I don't get and then spread it to those around me. Mind you, I don't go too many places. I'm not around too many people. The very few people I am around, I'm continuously around, and those people that I am around have not tested positive for or have had, like, symptoms or anything. So I'm definitely safe. But I know that me going out to work is putting everybody at risk. Whether I'm 2 inches, 6 feet, 10 feet, whatever, I'm going out and I have to interact with people. Even with mask on, social distance, I still have to interact with people. And so I knew this was something that I needed to do to not only keep myself safe, but those around me. I feel like as a public health professional, one of the things that got me into wanting to be a public health professional is the fact that I want to keep the public safe. And so because of that, getting the vaccine was one thing I can contribute to ensuring that I stop the spread of. So I definitely did enough research for myself. Again, everybody, I encourage you to do your own research, whatever that includes, whether it be watching videos, listening to people's testimonies, reading actual articles, do your own research. But for myself, I felt comfortable getting the vaccine knowing that I did enough research for myself. So yeah, my vaccine dose 1 experience was phenomenal. It was fine. Nothing happened to me. Like, I'm still here to see another day. No crazy side effects. Like, I'm good. So, definitely, this has been a great lunchtime chat with Jazz. I don't even know if I want to call it that. Y'all, actually, in the comment section below, let me know your thoughts of the vaccine. Please, this is a open forum for everybody to learn from one another. So please don't slander or bash anyone for anyone's opinion. But please also do not bully me for wanting to get the vaccine. That's me. That's me. That's what I did. You ain't gotta do it, but that's what I did. But please, in the comment section below, also let me know what I should call this. If I should do this, if y'all like it, like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Please, y'all, subscribe to my channel. Help your girl out, like this video. But yeah, like, if lunchtime with Jazz is like too cheesy and y'all don't like that, or lunchtime chat with Jazz, like, let me know what y'all think I should call this. Let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna wrap up. I only have 15 minutes left of lunch, and your girl's barely touched her salad because she's been talking, and I don't know how to multitask. I'm learning. I know how to multitask, but like talking and eating, I don't want y'all like to see all the food in my mouth. So if it's like a sip and chat with Jazz, like, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Remember, it's me, the Jasmine Lopes. And I will see y'all in the next video. Take care, guys. Stay blessed. Bye.
See, girl, I want you back, but yeah, I know why. And I'm so glad you're back around. Say so, yeah.